That's David. But yeah, I visited Israel.
So these are not real Jews.
No, they're impossible.
Oh yeah, do you light fire on the Sabbath?
Only
spaghetti-o. Whoa. Do you light fire on the Sabbath? Great question, Mr. Mizrahi. Does Captain Tazaryach and the members of the ISUPK, do they kindle fires on the Sabbath? I, as a witness, will say yes, they do. Which is a sin unto death. And this is why no one should be following Captain Tazaryach and the ISUPK. No one should be following them. Because they're teaching you to do sins unto death. Now, what's hilarious, not even hilarious, it's ironic, right? Captain Tazaryach walked up there, not a fringe in sight. Right? Let's go to Numbers 15 and see what was going on, which caused us to have to now start wearing fringes, right? So, Numbers chapter 15, all right? All right, I'm going to jump down to verse 32. It says, and while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. Now, family, why would someone need sticks in the wilderness to kindle a fire, right? It goes on to say, and they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation, and they put him in ward, meaning they put him in prison, right? Because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. Whenever you see the phrase without the camp, means outside of the camp, right? It says, and all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes, tzitzit, in the borders of their garments, not the little shoestring tassels that the so-called Jewish man has. Those are not tzitzits, right? It says, in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and to do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord your God, right? So God says, because this nigga, right, was out here picking up sticks on the Sabbath day, why? To kindle a fire on the Sabbath day, which is prohibited. Yeah, kill that nigga. And now tell the rest of the children of Israel, listen, everyone put fringes on your garments, right? Tzitzit, and put a ribbon of blue, so that you look upon it and you remember to keep the rest of the commandments. That's what God said, right? So now let's go to where it says, thou shalt not kindle a fire on the Sabbath. Exodus 35:3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. Again, kindling a fire on the Sabbath is punishable by death. And the ISUPK teach and do kindle fires on the Sabbath day. Let's see what Tazaryach says.
Fucking pig I eat is police.
Do you light fire on the Sabbath?
The only motherfucking pig I eat is police.
When you say light fire on the Sabbath, can we turn the heat on the Sabbath?
Well, we're not turning the heat on the Sabbath.
So now he's deflecting. Here he is deflecting from the question. Doesn't answer the question. The answer, Mr. Mizrahi, right? I'm not going to call you the R word, because that's not what you are, right? The answer is yes. Captain Tazaryach and the members of the ISUPK, they kindle or light fires on the Sabbath. right? When I was in Sakari, it was, again, obviously to us, the Sabbath is not Friday to Saturday, but to the small hats and to the ISUPK and the vast majority of the Hebrew Israelite community, the Sabbath is Friday to Saturday. These niggas had a barbecue. They always have barbecues on Saturdays. Niggas are lighting the grill and cooking on the Sabbath. I witnessed it with my own eyes. The answer is yes, emphatically.
With the timer, we don't touch it on the Sabbath. Do you light the fire on the Sabbath?
If it's cold and that fire goes out, the fire.
But it's written.
If it's cold and the fire goes out, that fire's getting lit. So you doing exactly what the nigga in the wilderness did, right? In Numbers 15, the nigga was picking up sticks. Why? Because his fire went out, and he broke God's commandments and got put to death. See. Go ahead and follow Captain Tazaryach and ISUPK if you want to. The Most High God's going to kill you niggas.
Book of God, which you're not denying, it's the book of God. You should not create any fire on a Sabbath.
Who now? You know what it means.
And you know what's the punishment for that?
Wait,
for lighting fire on the Sabbath.
Do you know what it means to kindle a fire? Light a fire.
Oh my, yo, the bullshit semantics that this nigga does is insane. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Verb, kindle means to start a fire or to arouse strong feelings and interest, right? So that's in that sense, right? But let's go to Merriam-Webster. Kindle, to start a fire, burning, light, using dry twigs to kindle a fire. When you go camping, right, and you're trying to start a fire, it's something called kindling. You get little fine twigs, all right, and dry grass, that's kindling, and then you use friction, you use a ferrocene rod, you use a goddamn magnifying glass in the sun for the purpose of starting a fire. Starting a fire, right? To stir up, to bring into being. So to bring a fire into being, that's what it means to kindle a fire. Let's just go to the word in Hebrew. Ba'ar, right? So it's from this word. Same word, right? Which is a noun. And when you look at the root, let's just look at the root, right? As consumed, right? As consumed, right? So that's the root of the word. But let's go back to the original word. Watch this. To kindle, i.e. consumed by fire. To become. Brutish, be brutish, bring, put, take away, burn, cause to, feed, heat, kindle, set on fire. In order for you to set something on fire, you have to kindle heat. You cannot create a fire without kindling heat. It's just that simple. But he wants to play a game, right? And he wants to play semantics.
No, don't say light.
When you read about a fire in a digital book.
If I take a lighter and flick that lighter, I can kindle a fire.
You don't.
But to kindle a fire, the work that it takes to kindle a fire is different.
You want to teach us how to speak
Hebrew? I
Hebrew?
will absolutely teach it.
Teach us
well,
how
no,
to speak Hebrew?
I'm not a Hebrew expert.
All right, so here you go. So it says, listen, I will tell it to you what it says. Lo teva'aru esh bechol moshvotechem b'yom HaShabbat. Do not light any fire in every place you live on the Sabbath. That's the covenant with God. We're not allowed to desecrate the Sabbath.
Cut the heat on
And by the way, you should know that even
see, and this is why this nigga is really not a good debater. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. He's really not a good debater, right? So the sun is down right now, right? It's the Sabbath. It's currently the Sabbath as I am speaking. What the small hat is saying, not even what he's saying, what God is saying in our Torah, which they have taken for their own. Here in Exodus 35:3, ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. It's plain. Okay? So if you go and turn your stove on right now, you're kindling a fire. I have a lighter right here, right? Because like when I'm doing live streams, a lot of times I'll have incense burning, right? I cannot use this. I can't turn this on. I won't because it's the Sabbath day right now. But Capt Tazaryach would. The ISUPK teaches that, oh, that's something wrong with me doing that. Oh, if I flick this lighter, I didn't kindle a fire. Nigga, are you stupid? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard a nigga say in my life. If I flicked a lighter, I did not kindle a fire. This nigga is retarded. And this is just laughable. It's laughable when a silly nigga like this gets up on a platform for an individual who has 1.7 million subscribers. Over 943,000 people watch this dumb nigga say, if I flick a lighter, that I didn't kindle a fire. Yes, the fuck you did, dumb nigga. You mean to tell me that fucking Lil Wayne in the booth when he got the little lighter flick and he's sparking up a fucking blunt that he didn't kindle a fire? This nigga's dumb, man. This nigga's actually fucking stupid.
That is not black.
So why are we having this conversation?
Even a Jew that is not black.
Why are we having this conversation? Because so what he's doing, what this devil is doing, is accusing you. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. That's what Satan does. Satan accuses the brethren. Because you're claiming, right, and you're right, in saying that we're the real Israelites, that they're fake phonies and imposters. But what the devil, what Satan is doing right now is accusing you and showing you to be a fucking idiot and a sinner unto death. That's what's happening. That's what he's doing, stupid nigga. Because you dumb niggas don't know how to prepare. So again, family, it is currently the Sabbath. This nigga don't kindle the fire in me right now. It is currently the Sabbath. Before I came and sat down, I got here a little late, right? Because we were preparing. The day before the Sabbath is called the prep day, meaning watch this. Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. Watch this. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said, not what the small hat said, what the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that which ye will seethe, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. Right? This is the commandment. You're not allowed to kindle a fire on the Sabbath. Last time I checked, you need fire to cook food. We're being told to cook and prepare our food the day before the Sabbath. So again, it was just a prep day. We're currently in the Sabbath. Before I came to this seat for this live stream, right? Me and my wife, we were prepping, right? I made pancakes. I made eggs. I made sausage, right? That'll be for our breakfast in the morning, right? We made taco bowls. So the rice, the meat, the beans, all that I cooked that yesterday. The sun is down now. We're in a new day. And before the sun goes down, because when the sun goes down now, a new day happens, we turn on the stove and keep the stove burning. Keep that fire kindled and burning. So in ancient times, as we were in the wilderness, you would have needed to prepare and have enough firewood so your fire don't go out. So this is why you got a silly nigga like Capt Tazaryach talking about, oh, if the you don't turn on the heat on the Sabbath, nigga. Listen, niggas got central heat, right? Niggas, some niggas got radiators, right? Radiant heat. The heat is turned on already. You don't have to kindle it on the Sabbath day. If you simply prepared and use a little goddamn common sense, but no, common sense ain't too common. Common sense is sold out. Common sense is sold out, and these niggas can't get none. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is sad that almost a million people watch this silly nigga say that if you flick a lighter, you did not kindle a fire.